Hi, I'm Graham Bloxham for Wellington Live. I tell you, this is our first series at Wellington Airport of Taxi Takeover, where we interrupt someone and get them in the back of the cab and ask them the questions. It's all of our city leaders, people from the community. Let's go, let's see who we can find today. Wellington, I'm at the airport and Tory Whanau, who is running for mayor, is getting off a flight, I think from Rotorua, so I'm going to go and ask her if we can get an interview. Let's go. Oh, Tory, hi. I'm Graham Bloxham for Wellington Live.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Can I do a quick interview with you about you running for mayor?
Look, I'd love to, but I've really got to get home. But
Just a quick interview now. We could just have a coffee.
Oh, I can't. Sorry, I've really got to get home. But,
okay. I hope to catch you up soon.
Of course.
All right.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So she's tough. I'm going to try and get her in the cab. Let's go. Hey, Tory's just got into cab.
It's great, hey?
471. Let's get over there and see if we can get in there. Hey, Tory, it's me again. I really want that.
Come on then.
All right, I'm in. We've got an interview with Tory Whanau here. Tory, Graham Bloxham from Wellington Live. Thank you very much for taking the time.
I'm a big fan of the page.
Oh, awesome, that's nice. And taxi driver, is it okay if we take our masks off?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, good, let's head into the city, please. So, Tory, where have you come from today?
I've actually been in Rotorua for the last couple of days for work,
that's
and
awesome.
now just on my way home.
Oh, yeah? What are you doing working?
I'm a consultant, so I provide like political and comms advice for organisations.
Oh, wow. And so you're obviously running for mayor. There's a bit of that talk around, and you've announced.
Yes.
How did that feel? What happened there?
It felt pretty awesome, to be honest. I mean, I'm used to working behind the scenes at Parliament. I was at Parliament for 6 years as a backroom staffer, so kind of making the big call to be like the public side of things was actually a massive buzz for me.
Yeah. And you love Wellington?
I love Wellington. I've been here for 20 years now. It's a great city. It's beautiful. The weather's amazing today. But I just think it could be a little bit better.
Yeah. In what sense? You're running for mayor. I mean, you'll be the city's first citizen.
Yes.
You know, I mean, jeepers, that's going to be tough. That's going to be, full on.
Very full on. Not something I would take very lightly at all. But my passion is helping build communities. And I think I can do that through effective leadership, through building relationships, which is something that our council needs, and just getting people to work together as a team and actually get some stuff moving.
Oh, wow, moving. Hey, I mean, I've jumped in here and I really appreciate you having this chat with me. I feel really lucky. Can I just ask you a couple of questions, like personal questions? Did you go to university?
Yes, I did. I went to Vic Uni, like a lot of us, studied politics, film media studies, and also did my postgrad at Massey.
Oh, wicked. Up in Palmerston or something?
No, with the Wellington.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And is it rude to ask how old you are?
Of course not. I'm 38.
Wow, you are really, really punching for 38. And what was your most wicked moment in Parliament?
Oh God, that's a good one. I think election night in 2020. So I had to organise the election night party. You never really know where things are going to land, and just when we kind of made it over, as we were getting higher and higher, 6-7%, then winning an electorate seat was quite a buzz. That was a massive buzz because it kind of shows a lot of hard work and reaching an outcome, which is what I intend to do with my campaign.
Yeah. Have you been for a swim?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah. Oriental Parade.
Oh, that must have been bloody chilly.
It really was, but it's looking good at the moment. And I think it's unusual, as we know, for this weather to be this epic for quite a long period.
Yeah.
So seeing everyone get out and about, hitting the beach has been quite a buzz.
And do you ride bikes? You're
No,
a bike rider?
I'm not really a bike rider, but that's, if you look at the way that I'm dressed, I don't think it's very practical for me, to be honest. I'm a bit of a scooter fan, though.
Oh, wicked.
I'll be honest, yeah.
Wicked.
I like a scooter.
So will you be riding a scooter to meetings as
I will.
mayor if you're voted in?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to get voted in?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that's positive.
Yes.
Wellington needs positivity, and as a passionate Wellingtonian, I like that positivity. You know, what will you bring to it? You know, from a positive, you know, how will you sell Wellington?
I think it's time for Wellington to have someone that truly represents them.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're a big growing city of people who are passionate about our community, people who want to see businesses thrive, people who want to see our students looked after, and people who want to see our most vulnerable looked after. So I'm talking about people kind of living it pretty rough at the moment.
What's your take on this bloody tunnel and the cycle lanes? What will you do there?
Well, I mean, first of all, we have to hear about how our consultation went. I think it's actually a really positive move for our city, because at the end of the day, we need more effective transport. I've made it pretty clear that I'm into light rail. I think it's time. It's where the future is, and we need to look at climate-friendly options. And but look, once we've heard all the feedback from our Wellingtonians, which is really important. I don't think council should be making really hard decisions without the buy-in from our city. I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes out of that.
Hey, tell me, this series we're doing for celebrating Wellington women, what's your take on leadership for women? What does that mean to you?
I think what we've learned over the last few years, especially with our Prime Minister and some of our ministers, is that women have quite a good ability to lead with empathy. And we're not afraid of being vulnerable. We're not afraid of... We're not that egotistical. I'm not saying that men are. I'm just saying
I think you might be.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
It's something that's been quite inherent with the way that women lead. So I'm so keen to see that applied to our city. I think we can gain so much. We can really have a cohesive council, and one that really works together, one based on unity. That, you know, I genuinely believe that every councillor does actually want the best for our city. They just need to learn how to work together.
Yeah.
And with my type of leadership, I think that can happen.
What is that? What is your type of leadership?
Well, you know, if I can go back a little bit, so I was one of the key people who managed the coalition between the Labour Party, New Zealand First, and the Greens.
Oh yeah,
and that was tough going.
Wow.
Yeah,
was that where Winston was in there? Was he?
With old Winston.
Yeah.
And you know, we're working with those different personalities, really tough legislation, while at the same time helping manage my own caucus and staff. So I was the chief of staff, senior staffer, and I had to look after everyone. I mean, those skills, you know, are completely relevant to what needs to be done at council, and that's exactly what I'd bring.
Transferable, eh?
Yes.
And dealing with the personalities and the agendas and things like that.
That's right.
What's the most important thing for Wellington for you?
The most important thing, I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff, but if I can mention two. So I think on a more practical level, our infrastructure. So I think all of us want cleaner water, fixed pipes, you know, better buildings and so forth. That's just a given, and we know that there are some projects in line to help make that happen. But the thing that I care about the most, I think, is looking after our most vulnerable. So we're seeing, you know, people on the streets. We're seeing women feel unsafe when they walk through the city, and we're seeing businesses fail as a result of COVID, which is leaving them in a very tricky position as well. So a true community doesn't bat an eyelid at looking after them. How do we look after these people? How do we get them into homes? How do I get our business community and hospo industry thriving again? And how do we make people feel safe? I'm deeply passionate about that.
I think you're dreaming. Houses are so expensive.
Come on.
There's no way you'll get there. I mean, how are you going to get there? I mean, this humbles me, but I'm lucky enough to have a flat, and the tenants pay $1,000, $350 or something per room. I mean, how can you pay? You're not going to be able to fix that.
I mean, not the council on its own, and that's why I think my relationship with central government is incredibly important. So working with our housing and associate housing ministers, especially for homelessness, it will be key over the next couple of terms, and that's something I'd bring as well.
Oh, so okay? So it's a bigger picture.
It's a bigger picture thing.
Yeah,
Wellington, we can't do it on our own, but it's about working with central government, and I can do that.
Now we've come around the base, and there is talk, and I was briefed about it, about you working with the Green Party, and you're working in a consultancy that is. The people that got Jacinda elected. What's happening there? Are they supporting you?
No. That is strictly business, and I've been friends with those guys for a long time. We just, as we did with our separate parties, we just work together quite well. But they're not supporting my campaign.
Do you expect Wellingtonians to believe that you're working for a couple of the sharpest guys in politics when it comes to databases and comms, and they're not supporting you?
Yes, I mean, that's not something I would lie about. The Labour Party is a bit of a machine in itself, and they've got their own candidate to support, and that's what they'll be doing.
Who's their Labour Party candidate?
I don't know yet, but there are rumours floating around about who that might be.
Oh, yeah. Who's that?
Paul Eagle, of course.
Paul Eagle?
Yes.
From Labour?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think you could beat him?
Yes.
Where are you off to? Lambton Quay or?
No, I too am a renter, like many Wellingtonians, and I have a new apartment on Kent Terrace.
Oh, wicked. Okay, well, we've only got a couple of minutes. Now, a couple of questions that the audience wanted to ask is, Tory, if you were going to put Wellington into a statement to promote it to other people in New Zealand, what would it be?
Well, I kind of want it to be, the coolest little capital again. And how we do that again, we keep banging on about community, but that is just totally key for this city to thrive. And it's kind of refocusing on our arts sector again, our hospo sector, and actually making this a bit of a business hub as well, because the reality is we need that to thrive as a city as well.
What business do you know? Do you know any businesses that operate here that have been successful?
Yeah, a lot of, mainly because of my background, we're talking about advertising, marketing, digital agencies, kind of a lot of that startup type vibe, and they're doing very well here.
And do you get into Courtney Place? Being on Kent Terrace, it must be pretty blimmin' dangerous.
Yeah, it's I don't go out as to the bars as much, because there just seems to be a bit of a seedy vibe currently, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But I like to have a wine or two and head to our restaurants around Wellington.
My daughter went out clubbing. She turned 18 for the first time last Saturday, and when she came home I said, "Oh, what was that like?" She said it was unbelievable. I said, "Did you feel unsafe?" Never once. She said the bouncers were wicked. If you just looked sideways at a girl, you were gone. So Matt McLaughlin, who has got the Puniki Promise,
yes,
have you heard of what he's doing?
Yes,
that CD is gone.
Yep,
our
great.
Courtney Place is going to rock again, thanks to Matt.
That's awesome.
He's a beauty. Well, Tory, where are you? Just up here. We're on Kent. Are you?
Yep, I'm about a block up there.
Oh, whoa. Well, that's our first taxi takeover. I was a bit nervous just to bloody jump in like that with Tory, and good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's wicked meeting you, and you've got a great energy for Wellington, and I hope you are able to activate those communities, and it's awesome. And thank you for letting me just bloody jump in here like that.
It's fine. Thank you very much for interviewing me for Wellington Live, which I am a big fan of, so it's fine.